It's Wednesday, March 27th. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blanco Lirio channel, and I'm also reporting today for the Grass Valley Union, our local newspaper. I just got back from a Zoom meeting with our local water management district, the Nevada Irrigation District, board members and management, and we've got ourselves a critical infrastructure emergency situation that is going to impact nearly all Nevada Irrigation District customers this year. Let's check it out. Here in Nevada County, California, located here in Northern California, we've been blessed with plenty of high country water to supply our water needs for over 100 years. This water system developed by the Nevada Irrigation District was first developed in the demand of hydraulic mining here in the local areas. This was the heart of the gold rush back in the 1849s and beyond. After hydraulic gold mining was outlawed by the Sawyer Act later on in the 1800s, the water canal conveyance system that was developed for mining was then converted to agricultural use and hydroelectric use and is still in use to this day and has worked reliably for over 100 years. A lot of this water conveyance system in the Rocky High Country is done via flumes that have been upgraded over the years. But seasonally and typically, it's not uncommon for these flumes to be taken out by Mother Nature, traditionally through rock slides and or avalanches. Here's a good view of what these flumes look like today. Video courtesy of the Nevada Irrigation District. Our main watershed here in Nevada County is the Yuba River watershed. There are three forks: the North Yuba, the Middle Yuba, and the South Yuba River. The Middle Yuba captures water here at Jackson Meadows Reservoir, which was formerly the English Dam or English Reservoir, whose dam failed famously back in the 1800s and was rebuilt as Jackson Meadows Reservoir, where the Milton-Bowman Tunnel diverts water from the Middle Fork Yuba into Bowman Reservoir. From the Bowman Reservoir, the Bowman-Spalding Canal and tunnel system conveys water from the Middle Fork into the South Fork via Lake Spalding. And right here is the choke point of where our problems begin. From the dam at Spalding Reservoir, the water is split in two, and water is conveyed into the Deer Creek watershed, which services Grass Valley and Nevada City via the South Yuba Canal. To the south, the Bear River system, water is diverted via the Drum Canal into Rollins Reservoir and the Bear River. Now, much of this infrastructure was owned by PG&E. Some of it to this day is still owned by PG&E, but about 5 years ago, NID acquired most of the South Yuba Canal and the powerhouse here at Deer Creek and some of this formerly PG&E infrastructure. Unfortunately, what happened back in February was there was a landslide that took out a portion of the South Yuba Canal right here by the dam of Spalding Reservoir. I'll have to go up in the airplane and take a closer look and see if I can find it. But along the first mile of South Yuba Canal, there was a blowout of the canal via a landslide, and unfortunately that section of canal is still owned by PG&E, thus cutting off water to the South Yuba Canal and water which feeds Scotts Flat Reservoir and the Deer Creek system and a series of canals that convey water into the Grass Valley, Nevada City area. But initially that was not going to be a problem because out of this Spalding Powerhouse number 2 located right here, there's number 1 I believe up there, Spalding Powerhouse number 2 had the ability to move water into the Drum Canal and divert water from the Drum Canal over to the South Yuba Canal. So they could do a bypass of this break in the line right near the base of Spalding Dam. However, March of this year, they had a failure of the powerhouse here at Spalding Reservoir, the number 2 powerhouse, and it's not clear exactly what happened, but it sounds like a problem with the tunnels or the penstock or the tubes themselves leaving the powerhouse. Something in there has failed, forcing them to shut down the number 2 powerhouse here at Spalding Reservoir. Now there is no way to get water into either the Drum Canal or the South Yuba Canal outside of just the normal gravity spilling from Spalding. So once the snow melt finishes up and the reservoir quits spilling, we will have no way of getting water into either the Drum Canal or the South Yuba Canal. And so both Rawlins Reservoir and Scotts Flat Reservoir are going to decrease in size dramatically and quickly this season. Now, the plan right now, PG&E, by the way, still owns this Spalding Powerhouse number 2. The plan right now is PG&E claims that they can get these repairs done on the powerhouse at Spalding by June 8th of this year. But that date has already slipped by 2 months. If we can't get this thing repaired by this June 8th deadline, these water levels are going to drop dramatically. The runoff is going to stop running off, and we will have no additional water storage here in Scotts Flat or Rawlins to continue to feed our water system downstream. Here's a picture of the Spalding Reservoir Dam and the number 2 powerhouse, which has the capability of feeding both the Drum Canal and the South Yuba Canal. And apparently the problems are either inside of this powerhouse or inside of this penstock that is preventing this powerhouse from operating at all and preventing the conveyance of water at all through this penstock. Now, there's been some local reports that the FERC, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, reported on some issues with corrosion in the valves in this system here. But it turns out that whatever FERC was reporting on was not the failure point of this system. And again, because of critical energy infrastructure concerns, they're not describing exactly what the problem here is in this system. But I believe it has to do with the plumbing that we're looking at right here. So right now, board members and management of the Nevada Irrigation District are voting to recommend a voluntary water conservation measure be passed by Nevada County residents, and they're watching the situation very closely to see if this June 8th deadline is going to be met by PG&E, and they'll have to consider some other measures on top of the voluntary water conservation measure if the repairs do not get made in time. They're also considering other options for possible funding of this repair. Does this constitute a disaster? Can they get disaster relief from either the state OES or federal disaster funds? They're exploring those options now. So I hope that gives you a little better understanding of what the current water emergency situation here is in Nevada County. As things develop, we'll keep you posted. See you here. Thank you for your support.